Here we go. We are looking at multi-step equations today. So this is kind of just a video about how you should solve them, the steps. I did give you guys a handout in OneNote, so it's the same steps and just follow along. If you want to write down the example at the end, you can. However, I've gone over two other examples in another video, so you should be fine. Okay, how to solve multi-step. First, always distribute. You want to get rid of those parentheses first. You can't do anything if you have parentheses. So get rid of parentheses. Step 2, combine like terms, and that does mean on each side. So look at one side at a time. Make sure that you're getting rid of all of those like terms first, and then going to the other side and getting rid of all those like terms next. Step 3, move variables to one side. So to the left. Move variables to the left. Step 4, move constants to the other side. And the reason why I kind of put those together is because step 3 and 4 are interchangeable. If you do constants first, you're still going to end up with the same answer. So it's really whatever you feel more comfortable with, go ahead and move those. And last, step 5, solve. Okay, so sometimes you may not have a certain step, like sometimes you might not have parentheses, so you don't need to distribute. Sometimes you won't have combined like terms, so you don't have to do that. And then again, step 3 and 4 are interchangeable, so do whichever one works best for you. On this example right here, I will tell you what I do in a minute. So first thing is we are going to distribute, get rid of those parentheses. So once we do that, we end up with negative 18x plus 6 equals negative 10x minus 10. Okay, so then next, step 2, I kind of wrote it off to the side because if I look at this side, there's no like term, so I'm kind of good to go. And then if I look at the other side, again, there's no like term, so step 2 isn't really included in this problem, but I still have to account for it. Okay, so then step 3, we're going to move those constants first. So see, like I said, step 3 and 4 are interchangeable, so you can do whichever one you want first. This time I moved the constants first, so that positive 6 becomes a negative 6. It has to go to a like term. So when you're moving things across the equal sign, they have to go to like terms. So if I move that constant, it has to go to another constant. It can't just go to the variable. Okay? So then we end up with negative 18x equals negative 10x minus 16. So next step, we're actually going to move our variable to the other side. Like I said, has to go to a like term, so plus 10x plus 10x. We end up with negative 8x equals negative 16. So now we are clear for step 5, which is literally solve, and most of the time that will be just divide by the coefficient. So dividing by the coefficient of negative 8, we end up with x equals 2. Really important, you want to make sure that you always divide by the sign and the number. I've seen a lot of people leave off that negative and then they end up with the wrong answer. So make sure you're taking the sign with the number. And that's it for this one. Bye guys.